Hi everyone, today we're making this posable cat lamp. It's unique, quick, and easy to make, and there is a ton of money to be made with these, so let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to get going on the cat lamp. And so you can see I've got my pattern here that I've drawn out, and this will be available in our Etsy store. And what we bought was a piece of oak. We wanted hardwood because I wanted it thin and it needed to still be strong. We went with 1/4 inch by 4, and we bought a 4-foot piece. And this was $11 at Home Depot. So you can see we've got our pattern pieces here for everything except the head. We ended up thrifting the lamp pieces, the socket. And so I think we just have to make the head a little bit bigger. So we're going to do that at the end. So I'll just start cutting these out on the scroll saw. So this project cost roughly around $10 to make. The wood cost $11, but we used just a little over half. The bolts and the wing nuts were less than $1, and the thrifted light socket was a couple of dollars. So you can see that leaves a great margin for profit. This is a really popular item. It's so unique. It's so cute and appealing. My kids absolutely love them. And you could make any different animal. I'm working on a dog pattern. Currently, if that's something you would like to see, please leave a like or a comment and we'll be sure to get that video up as soon as we can. But I think there's endless potential here with what you could do with your own creativity, and it's a ton of fun to make.
All right, so we're marking these things are just going to be held together with screws and wing nuts, or bolts and wing nuts, just little ones. And we're marking our holes. That's where the tail's going to be, in between these two pieces of wood here. So we're marking a hole for that. And this is where the back legs are going to be. So we're going to mark a hole for that, which is going to be about there. And the front legs are going to be about here. So we're going to drill holes for those 3 spots. Now it depends on what size bolts you're using. As to what size bit you use.
And he's holding the 2 pieces together so the hole is even, so it'll hold everything together and keep the shape.
Yeah, I'm doing both of these at the same time. So they'll be in the exact same spot on both pieces of wood. We go.
Yeah, so just show them. That's a 2. Yeah.
A holy body.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
All right, so we're going to just kind of do a dry fit here just to see what this guy looks like put together. So I'll start with the body. I need the tail. Put that there. And just put a little bolt through here. All right, so here's our wing nut. We're going to tighten it on there somewhat.
Yeah, and the whole point with the wing nut is you can then position all these different pieces and then tighten it down to get all the different expressions, I guess. Okay, so to put it together, for the size we needed 1.5 inch bolts and 1 inch bolts, and then wing nuts.
Yeah, wing nuts.
That fit. And then to put it together, you can see through the drilled hole, you just put the bolt, and then the wing nuts are on the other side. And the longer ones are used for the back legs.
And the front legs.
And the front legs. And there's a spacer between the 2 front legs as well. And these make it so you can adjust it. You can change the position of it. So yeah, so this is where we are.
Okay, so right here, I'm just making a little jig to hold the pieces of the head when I glue them together so that they can dry in place and not shift around. I'll show you how it works in a minute.
And this is just with scrap wood that you had?
Yeah, you can take a 2x4. This is 1x4, I believe. Just scrap wood. And attach them kind of on their sides at a 90-degree angle, like that. So I'll put my first piece down.
So you just used a couple of 2x4s to rest it against?
Yeah, just
your jig,
yep. And I'll put some glue along this edge.
This project is so amazing. It's turning out
Now this is quick drying glue. It's supposed to dry pretty good within 10 minutes or so. Dry enough to work with, I guess. So we'll see. So I'll put that in there. Come back to it in 15 minutes or so, and hopefully it'll be dry enough to flip around and start the next side.
Great. Okay, so we're adding in our thrifted, what do you call this? Our light fixture or our light socket. This was just from a lamp. And
we lucked out because we made the little fitting here fit.
You just kind of moved it back.
That.
Yeah.
And then this is going to go over top and hold these two corners down, and we're going to glue this down, I guess. So
yeah, so you might want to buy yourself a little light socket. We just thrifted it. It was easy to find, just little lights, and then you can use that. So he's just going to feed that through the cord. So you just drilled a hole with a hole drill.
Yep.
The size of the.
Just big enough so I could get the plug-in through and this.
Okay, and then it's going to sit through there and kind of sandwich it all together. Hope that makes sense.
There, that'll sit there. This will pop on top like that. And I guess we're going to glue this down.
Yeah.
I can't put brads in. This is so thin it would pop out the side. So
yeah.
I'm going to glue it down and maybe put a couple of clamps on it.
So this is the base for the head and the neck. So just a little cube that Chris is cutting a gear butt out to sit in the neck.
There we go. Knock out this little middle section.
All right, so you can see that's where the neck will go. So we'll just glue it. Okay, so we're just putting some of the sawdust in with the wood glue just to give it a bit of body and to help really fill in any gaps in the notch for the neck. A lot of this is just going to squish out, and that's okay. We'll just wipe it off.
Push the it down. That's good. Get that excess off. And we can just give it a little sanding after it dries.
And then we're just going to glue the headpiece right on top of that block, right?
Yep, just right on top.
All right, perfect. So we'll wait for that to dry. So this is the finished piece. It is awesome. I really hope you make it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing. We've got lots more to come. And if you have any ideas or any things you'd like to see, please feel free to leave them in the comments. We'd love to see them. Thanks so much and have a great day.